Today, on Alan Wake, we enter the Black Mirror Peak Lookout.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Technology is a scourge.
Yup.
It dehumanizes as well as connects us.
It sure does.
Fuck birds,
I mean,
though.
we have been receiving text messages and phone calls from the kidnapper, though, so, like, really good reception out here in the fucking middle of nowhere.
Thank you, Verizon. Son of a diddly, I tell you.
So the birds are more of a nuisance than anything. They'll attack you, but, like, you know, whatever. Like, they can't really hurt you. So I figure, like, might as well take them out in one shot.
Yeah, you can't be a coward about birds.
As we learned from your friend and mine, Alfred Hitchcock, the birds are the most dangerous predator.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And birds look out for their
Unless you
own.
stay indoors.
Oh, even then they can get in, and then they look at you with their creepy little twitchy eyes.
It's true, they do. And then you get some nice close-ups on the birds before they presumably peck your face off. I guess that's what they do.
They leave it up to your horrified imagination.
Exactly. Unlike Alan Wake, who leaves absolutely nothing to the imagination, both in his writing and physique.
That's right. Well, it's like the old adage says, tell, don't show.
Alan Wake was a business major. He wasn't invested in the creative arts yet in college.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, my
Didn't quite
background
learn
is
the
actually in business memo writing.
Memos are writing, you know, writing in a way.
You know, the number of times I in my professional career have had to write please advise. When deep down I'm thinking, fucking deal with it. You know? What? Stop yelling at me, please.
Dear sir or madam, have been kidnapped by the dark presence. Husband is a useless idiot and won't help.
Please assist at earliest convenience. With regards, Skippy Granola.
Hey, there's a jump scare coming up in a minute because...
Oh, frig.
Because I don't know.
Alice? Alice?
Wait for it. Ah!
Son of a biscuit, that was annoying.
That is so unbearably loud. Like, okay, like, I said this the last time there was a jump scare. I had to lower the volume like 30 decibels on the previous jump scare. That one clipped so badly that I couldn't fix it. Like, that one is almost silent.
Yeah, seriously, those are just the worst.
I have no idea what they were thinking. They were like, well, we need to represent Alan getting a headache and seeing flashes of something. We could do this by having there just, like, be a flash. But what if there was a flash and an extremely loud noise?
Yeah, that way we could give the player a headache, too.
That's right. I like that it's the middle of the night, but there was still a light poking through that cavern. Fuck. We're not in a cabin right now.
We're in a cabin in a cavern.
That's right. A cabin, Vern.
Yeah, nope, I got nothing. I hate it's like losing a sneeze.
Yeah. Hey, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Never mind.
Oh, isn't that just typical?
I experience that every time I go to the store.
Like, holy crumbs, you think you're to your destination, then all of a sudden, rocks.
Exactly. Rocks fall, every Alan dies.
Yeah, we're not getting off that easy.
I I know what you're talking about. I'm getting off real easy right now.
Whoa, hello. Good night, Gracie.
Heyo! Murder gets me sexually excited, is what I'm saying.
I mean, you know, we are 21st century men. We have a strange relationship with sex and violence.
It's true. I can't ejaculate unless I'm punching myself in the head. It's a problem I've faced since my teenage years.
Just like a true spicy boy.
Great, now I'm a spicy boy. I'm a sweet boy and a spicy boy. Two great tastes that taste great together.
There you go.
Oh, man. Shovel Knight! I did a Let's Play of Shovel Knight.
Shovel
That's
Knight!
not a
there you
third-person action game.
Hey! Alright, so you're not typecast.
Help me with that.
That's right. Although, I am typecast by, like, my Let's Play. Like, here's one thing I've noticed about my Let's Plays is that they all have something weirdly in common. Like, Max Payne 3 and Dead Space 3 had weirdly similar brooding protagonists. Like, Isaac in Dead Space 3 is a real brooding guy.
It's true, he does seem to have a deep and complex past full of man pain.
It's true. Resident Evil Revelations 2 and this game both have a character who can empower flashlights with their otherworldly spirit to defeat enemies.
That's a good point. And Resident Evil Revelations 2 and Max Payne both had a sad dad.
That's very true. It's all connected.
Oh man, you certainly have a type.
Revelations 2 and this game also both have a berry.
It's true! Oh, Barry is the commonality! Every game's got a Barry.
Berry is the string of fate connecting us all together in this crazy world.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice.
The best laid plans of mice and men, Al.
Don't get philosophical, Barry. It sickens me.
You know what they say, Al. To err is human. What does that mean, Barry? Never mind.
I think it means sick-ass ramps, Al.
Yo, Fitty, hit that ramp.
Oh no! Barry could have been in G-Unit!
I like the idea of Barry as an extremely sophisticated, like, intelligent person, but, like, Alan Wake just has this mystical aura that makes people around him stupider.
It's true. I think it's because, like, the first time Barry busted out a literary reference, Alan got really huffy and refused to work for, like, 2 weeks. It's like, I'm the only one who's allowed to be erudite, Barry. Whatever you say, Al.
Erudite. I like that word.
That's the kind of word Alan Wake would use.
It sure is, but would he describe himself in that way? Does he have the humility?
Oh, man. You know, yeah, I mean... Jeez.
I am a very ersatz individual.
I don't... Alan does seem like the kind of guy who would misuse big words, that's for sure.
Probably. So
Sounds
hey,
like
this
the kind
is
of guy who says per se.
This is a fun little thing. You can zoom way the hell out here. Get a nice pretty view.
Really nice vista.
Yeah, I was gonna use this as a GIF for the banner with the fog rolling in, but I decided on the VHS thing instead, and I think that worked out quite a bit better.
Yeah, I think
I think that looks good.
it's a better aesthetic, but that is just a fantastic vista.
It really is. That's one thing that this game definitely excels at. A lot of people criticize this game's setting for being very homogeneous, because there is a lot of walking through the woods at night in this game, and to be fair, that is an apt criticism. But also, I think they made the best of it.
Well, to be honest, there's a lot of walking through the woods at night in the Pacific Northwest, so...
It's accurate. It is an accurate simulation, give or take murdering a bunch of people.
Right? Like, all he really needs is an indie music scene weekly paper and a fair trade coffee, and I
A
think he would...
zine.
That's right, a zine, and he would be a definite Washingtonian or Oregonite.
Great. Another cable car. Just great.
If only Alan Wake was wearing a wool knit beanie.
Unfortunately, he left it in the Lexus.
Damn. Well, that's the thing. They're gonna pull the car out of the wreckage in that gorge, and they're gonna find the beanie, and they're gonna be like, "My God, he must have died in the crash. He would never leave this beanie behind."
My goodness. Running around with his head uncovered?
Then it could be pecked by birds.
Fuck you, birds!
Yeah.
Fuck you, birds!
Speaking of fuck you birds, the birds are trying to fuck us. They're trying to take down our elevator.
Yeah, man. Don't knock down the gondola. The cable car. The 1/16th of a bridge.
The delicious sub sandwich from Subway. Alan Wake presents Subway.
Holy Hannah. You're gonna get a check from somebody, that's for sure. Wait!
Oh, crap.
He's just so easygoing about this.
I know. He didn't
Oh.
really seem bothered at all by it.
No, like the thing was waving around and he's just standing there like a lemon.
That's
Okay.
right. That's all he's got to say about that.
Oh no!
That mildly inconvenienced me.
He's no Nathan Drake, that's for sure.
If Alan Wake was like, "Oh crap," every time like something like that happened, I think this would be a better game.
He definitely needs some Nolan North inspired yelling.
Fucking
Okay.
whoa!
Shit.
All hail Skybox Car. I worship thee. Metal Lord.
You know what? You're right though. I do wish this game was like Prince of Persia 2008 and just had an Alan Wake button.
Is there a button where you make the prince do something
Yeah.
Alan Wake-ish?
Well, no. It's a Nolan North button.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
So he just
you can
says
just hit
something.
a button at any time, and he'll say something about wherever you currently are.
He'll say a quip.
That's right. He'll say a quip.
I mean, and that guy does quips like, whew, forget about it.
Nolan North. I've heard very funny stories about Nolan North in the recording booth. Chip Cheesem was talking about how he found a lot of old voice actor recording tapes because he works at Volition now, and he was looking through some old tapes of voice actors in the studio recording for Saints Row 4. And Nolan North's was like twice as long as anybody else's because he just kept going off script, just saying whatever he wanted.
That's awesome.
He kept making dirty jokes. Oh, Nolan North rules. This game would be even better if Alan Wake was voiced by Nolan North.
Oh boy, yeah, I think he could even make this tired prose seem lively and interesting.
That's the thing, right? We've seen Nolan North do serious. I Let's Played Spec Ops The Line. Go watch my Spec Ops Let's Play.
There you
Be
go.
warned that I get very angry, but go watch it. It's got serious Nolan North. I think he could narrate. I think he could eat some lutefisk to be the model for Alan in this game.
He does have a lutefisk face, doesn't he?
Uh-oh.
You sure you want to cross this?
Well, I mean, there's no possible other way to get there. What a foreboding camera angle!
Oh my god! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna save the Shankara stones from Molaram, Indy?
Wow. You know, if I were Alan Wake, I would just cut the ropes and then ride the bridge across to the other side.
Hell yeah, that's right. And then one of the Taken would fall on a crocodile. You know, one of the Washington crocodiles.
That's right! That's right, he totally would! Just fall directly into a crocodile's waiting mouth.
And then it would be like, nom 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 nom. And then Alan Wake could be like, I understand the power of the stones now.
Kali Ma. Kali Ma.
That's right.
Rips a pen out of his pocket.
No!
The ink bled on his inside of his pocket. Now I have to buy a new coat. No.
No! No! I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Alan Wake opens the Ark of the Covenant and there's a Stephen King novel in it and his face just melts.
Yeah, man. Seriously, Stephen King is proof of the covenant between God and man.
I thought you were going to say man and Nazis.
Well, you know.
He just opens it up. The Dark Tower. No. But those mysteries will never be solved intentionally.
Oh no, it's like Lost! That's my melting sound.
So many mysteries that Stephen King doesn't get paid enough to solve.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw.
God, the kidnapper's name is Mott.
Into a fight, but it hadn't happened.
That's a good name for a kidnapper.
He'd get his
It's a
chance.
great name for a kidnapper. You are gonna be a dirtbag if you were born with that name. Like, who on this planet could be named Mott, short of Mahatma Gandhi, who would not turn out to be a dickhead if they were named that?
Yeah, to be fair though, Gandhi kind of was a dickhead.
You know what? I played Civilization, I know. Gandhi is the #1 enemy of the state.
It's
Even
true.
Alan must know that.
History's greatest monster.
Maybe the Mahatma is actually a typo, and it's actually Mahatma.
Mahatma.
That's my stalker profile name, Mahatma.
That's perfect.
People just assume I'm Mahatma and that I'm a coomer. Cougar, fuck. I'm a coomer.
Is that some American slang that I'm not up on?
I am a mixture of a cougar and a comer-on.
Oh, heavens.
Speaking of
Tom.
cougars,
Tom, hey Tom.
speaking of cougars, we have entered the home of a cougar who we might know very well.
CM and TZ.
What could the CM possibly stand for? That's actually a W, Skippy.
Oh.
What could the CW actually stand for?
I thought CM would have stood for Cool Mike. Yeah, that guy
Oh.
seemed like there was something wrong with him.
That guy is a pretty cool guy.
You know, I mean, he's got some problems, but who doesn't?
Yes. Who do we know among the Alan Wake cast who has the initials CW? That's right, it's Kamat. Oh shit!
Oh, come on, man! What are you doing? Why'd you get us into a fight?
I tried so hard to avoid that.
Whoa, hello.
Like, I tried so hard to avoid the ground collapsing because it's so super obvious that it's gonna collapse, but like, you just can't avoid it.
Nope, that's kind of a fight that you're gonna have to have.
Well, I found a way around it.
Yeah, I guess, you know, overwhelming aggression. Oh, hello, friend. How would you like some overwhelming aggression?
I am a fan of overwhelming aggression. I listed that under my likes and dislikes on my Stalker profile.
On Stalker, that's right. C. Jacobs, favorite quote: "There's only two types of force: overwhelming and insufficient." Hooah!
Hoo-ah!
Hooah! Ah.
There's only two types of force: action and reaction. I paid attention in school.
Such a smart boy.
I am a smart, sweet, spicy boy. This is further enhancing the C. Jacobs lore.
I mean, seriously, this is organic brand building, is what this is.
I thought I could make out the spot where the island
You
and the
know,
cabin
because
had
it's
been. There was a light
2016,
near
and
it had to be a boat.
well, I guess 2017 by the time this goes up.
Oh, that's true.
Sorry, I misspoke. 2047.
I was close now.
2047, you know, and basically your worth is entirely determined by your online brand.
That's right.
Hey, I'm
It's
here.
me.
I'm coming.
It's me.
No, get away.
Wait, didn't you want me to? Didn't you want me to come down there?
Uh-oh, it sounds like Mott is having some trouble. It seems like that apple is being pounded into applesauce.
I get it.
Maybe that's why his name is Mott, because he's a bad apple.
Oh, somebody sure spoiled
I'm
his
gonna kill
bunch.
myself.
Oh,
Huh.
oh, hello. Goodbye.
Comeuppance, motherfucker!
Wow, that was a juicy tearing noise.
I know.
Quick thinking, Alan. Shame
I
you're
know,
dead.
yeah. I mean, I have like 4 flares in my weapon stock right now, but, you know, he needed to do a cool action dive.
Of course. Well, holy crap. I wonder if Gandalf the White, Gandalf the Wake, will come back from his battle with the Balrog. Fly, you fools.
Type, you fools.
Wow, that is a face. That is a face like a slapped ass.
It sure is. Oh, what a cliffhanger.
Dang, man.
Although actually he fell from the cliff, so maybe it's not so much of a cliffhanger.
He certainly did not hang from that cliff worth a damn.
Featured in the end slate of this episode is none other than
My, oh my, what a wretched life. I was born on the
it's Nick Cave in a Bad Seeds.
Yeah. Oh, you were expecting me to? I didn't.
I was expecting you to say like Space President Kesha or something. Some other bit of C. Jacobs lore buried deep under the skin. So this episode of Alan Wake, I think this episode is really cool. This is one of the more unique ones. Like, that segment at the beginning where they don't give you any weapons and you gotta fight with the flashbangs, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean the plot's really starting to take off. You know, we've been more introduced to our antagonist.
It is. It's rising like a nice, firm yeast.
Yeah.
Soon to be made into a delicious, delicious slice of bread.
Yeah, and I mean, much like yeast, it's got that sort of sour, beery smell.
I like that the game gives you a very slow roll on the darkness stuff. Like, at first it's like, oh no, it's people being overtaken by the darkness. Now there's the powers of nature itself are against you. Now there's birds.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the stakes. This game is actually pretty well paced.
I think it is. I agree. I think that this game has quite a bit of padding in it, but I think that the way the story unfolds is paced very well.
Yeah, exactly, because I mean, you can't really leap into the big reveal and stuff, but
Right, exactly. but we're getting there. We've got this Barbara Jagger character who supposedly used to live in the cabin that is now sunk into the lake, supposedly holding Alan captive, but he's not, because he's running around in the world still.
Yeah.
Confusing.
Whoa, jeez. And like this whole meta-narrative thing, I mean, oh goodness, I wonder.
I know. I didn't, viewers that are paying attention to the manuscript pages I picked up might have noticed that there were only 2 in this episode, episode 3, because a lot of them spoil episodes 4 and 5, and I didn't want to, like, I kind of like that this game does that, because it makes you go like, oh shit, I saw this coming when it actually does happen.
Yeah.
But like, for a Let's Play that updates weekly or so, or yearly as it were, it doesn't lend itself too well to that format. It only really works while you're playing the game.
For sure, while you're distracted thinking of other stuff.
Exactly, and then it comes back up and you're like, oh, that manuscript I picked up 2 episodes ago, talking about how Nightingale calls Alan Wake, like, Harlan Ellison or whatever. I remember that now.
Right. Yeah, man. So, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty cool, but, you know. I suppose, in terms of pacing, you're right. In terms of avoiding spoilers, well, this game is something like 5 years old now, so.
It sure is. I'll see you next time in episode 4, The Truth, I think it's called.